Hey guys, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle, and today we're going to talk about how long it takes for you to completely change your life, how long it takes for you to achieve your goals, to reach the top 1% of the population, if that's one of your goals, etc. Okay? And I know a lot of people talk about how it takes years and it's still not guaranteed that you're going to get there. But the bottom line is this: if I were to go ahead and buy like a yacht today, okay? Now, the moment that I sign the contract and the moment that I transfer the payment to buy that yacht, it's mine. I think we could all agree that the moment that I have a signed contract, the moment that the funds have been effectively transferred, that the yacht is mine. Now, the yacht probably doesn't even exist, okay? To be entirely honest, I may have seen a picture of a boat that doesn't exist. And the guy might be like, okay, now I have to take this picture, send it to an engineer. He has to make actual plans. The actual plans have to be sent to a builder. He needs to wait until he has a time. He might have a backlog on because he's building so many boats right now. My boat might be backlogged. Then after that, he has to actually construct the boat. Then they have to drop it in the water and sail it to wherever I want it delivered. And then eventually my boat comes in, so to speak, right? It could take, months. It could take over a year before you actually receive your boat. But is there anybody here who's saying that there's a possibility I'm not going to get my boat? The moment that I have this contract signed, the moment that I can prove the transfer of funds, that boat is mine and nobody's going to agree with it or disagree with that, even if it takes a year or two for me to actually have the physical boat in my hands. It's mine the moment that I sign that contract, okay? Now, what's the difference between that and making a decision? Let's say you want to lose a certain amount of weight, okay? And I say, fine, and I take you and I lock you in a cage, and the only access that you have is to glasses of spring water that I push through the cage and fucking bare chicken breasts. Now, is there any doubt in your mind that if I lock you in a cage and the only things you have access to are spring water and bare chicken breasts, that you're not going to lose the weight? We all know that you're going to lose the weight. The moment that you went into that cage and I closed the door and locked it, and I said, I'm not letting you out until you lose that weight, you have automatically lost the weight. Now, yes, it does take a certain amount of time for your body to catch up with the decision, but the moment that gate was closed, the decision has been made that you are going to lose the weight. Now, why is it that people are so apprehensive and people say it takes years and years to achieve something, okay? Let's say that I don't lock you in a cage, okay? Let's say that you say you want to lose weight, and I give you the information you need to lose weight, and I tell you to follow the information. And since you're not locked in a cage, at any moment, you can sabotage yourself. At any moment, you can stop doing the workout, you can eat other shit, you can stop eating the food on the diet, you can start eating other stuff and sabotage yourself. Okay? What you're doing is you're signing the contract, but you're signing the contract with invisible ink. It looks like the day one, you've got your name on the contract, the boat's yours. Okay? You did transfer the money, day one, boom. But after a couple days, your signature on the contract for the boat starts to fade. And after a few days, after a week, you no longer have a signed contract. You signed it, but it's just fades and fades and fades, and eventually it's just a blank contract. The money that you transferred never arrived, okay? That is exactly what you're doing when you say you make a decision. A decision means I am going to die before I do not reach this, okay? I am going to go on a diet. I'm going to start right now. I'm going to do every single thing that I know that I can do. I know it's stupid to drink beer and be on a diet. It's stupid to eat ice cream and shit like that and be on a diet. So if all you have no idea what to do, all you do is drink nothing but water and eat nothing but healthy foods and do it 3 meals a day, 2 meals a day, whatever, of healthy foods. And you cut out the alcohol, the shit, the snacking, the fast food, the high fat food, the processed food, you will lose weight, okay? Now, it's not going to get you as far as you want. It will not get you a perfect body. If you want a top 1% body, you need a top 1% diet, a top 1% workout, and the time that it takes to get the results from the top 1% diet and the top 1% workout. But the fact remains, if you just immediately do the best you can and seek guidance as you go along, you will achieve a top 1% physique. It is written in stone. There's no way that if you stay on your diet and stay on your workout and make sure you optimize, get the best guidance possible so you're doing the most efficient workout, the most efficient diet, there is no way that you can fail. But like I said, people go in thinking, well, I'm going to try this a little bit, but I still want to drink a beer and I still want to do this and at the end of the day, you never really made a decision. Like I said, a decision means I'm going to die before this shit don't happen. I'm going to do the best I can. And if it doesn't work immediately, I'm going to get more information and I'm going to make more progress. And then I'm going to get more information. I'm going to make more progress. And every time the progress slows down, I'm going to find out why it's not working. And I'm going to continue. If that's your mindset, if you burnt the boats, if you threw your hat over the fence, if you made the decision, if you signed the contract and transferred payment on your goal, the moment that you made that decision, you are in the top 1%. The moment that you decide you're going to lose weight no matter what, you already lost the weight. It just takes a while for you physically to lose the weight. But the moment you made the decision, it's a done deal. You are one of the most fit people on the face of the earth. The moment that you decided, 100%, absolutely no going back, no negotiation, that you will get to the top 1%. The moment you make that decision, you are part of the top 1%. You're just waiting for the yacht to be built and for the yacht to be delivered to you. But you own the yacht the moment you make the decision. Sign the contract, transfer a payment. The moment you make the decision to have a top 1% physique, you are part of the top 1%. You could be 300 pounds and you could walk up to a table of people who are jacked, tan, ripped, fucking strong as fuck, and they will accept you as one of them because you made the decision. Yes, it's going to take a little bit of time depending upon your current situation and what your goal is. It's going to take time for you physically to deliver the product. Yes, you'll have to lose the fat. Yes, you have to build the muscle. Yes, that all does take a certain amount of time. But they will accept you in knowing that you are already there. You made the decision and you are there immediately. Just like I could walk up to a bunch of yacht owners if I were to buy a yacht and say, hey, I just bought a yacht yesterday. They'd be like, awesome. When are you going to get it? Like a year and a half. They're like, oh man, that was the longest year and a half. I was really looking forward to it. It's awesome. Trust me, you can't believe how awesome it is when you get that yacht. The year and a half is going to go either way, but man, when you get that yacht, you're just going to be like, it's going to be awesome. It's going to change your life. They will accept you as a yacht owner if you're like, I've got a paper here saying that I signed and bought a yacht. I have a piece of paper here saying I transferred the money. The yacht's mine. They will accept you in, even though you don't have a yacht, because you have these two pieces of paper. You made the decision. And it's the same thing. Like I said, if you run up and you're like, hey, check it out. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that, I'm going to change my life in this way, I'm going to change my life in that way. People will already accept you. Now, if they don't, it's because 99.9999, I talk about 1% of people accomplishing shit. It's really like 0.00001%, okay? But it's easier to say 1% and 99% than 99.99999%. Because at the end of the day, like most people fucking talk shit. Most people, like I said, they write with disappearing ink. Oh, I'm going to buy this yacht. And then 3 days later, the ink's gone. Okay, your signature's no longer on the contract and you weren't really serious about buying the boat. You need to sign that in permanent motherfucking ink. Okay, you need to transfer that money and make sure it gets there. And you need to make a fucking decision. And like I said, decide, I'm going to get this result. Physical, financial, relationship. I'm going to leave this woman who's fucking my life up. I'm going to fucking not sit on my ass and feel sorry for myself. I'm going to work on self-improvement and I'm going to find the right woman. And when I find her, I'm going to be ready because I'm working on self-improvement. I'm going to get someone a million times better than the bitch who's ruining my life right now. That's the way it fucking is. Okay, if you go ahead and you do that and you see a whole bunch of happy people and it's like, yeah, I left my fucking wife yesterday. The divorce is still in the process. I'm going to the gym every day. I'm fucking straightening out my finances. I'm working on this. I'm working on that. I'm learning skills. I'm becoming a better person. I'd be like, oh man, I remember, everybody here was divorced. And I remember when I left my ex-wife and now I met my wife. And yeah, I did the same thing. And like, we're happy because we're positive. She's a great person. I'm a great person. We work on ourselves. We work on ourselves together. Like the moment you make a decision, I don't give a fuck what it is. The moment you make a decision, you are one of the top 1%. Okay. So like I said, it should be something that should pull you forward. Okay. There should be no doubt in your mind. Why is it that people fall off their diets? If I eat a donut, I get a dopamine hit and I feel good about myself. And then I feel bad because I ate a donut. So I eat another donut, which gives me a dopamine hit, which makes me feel good about myself, even though I felt bad about myself because I ate a donut to feel good about myself. And the reason you're doing this is because you don't feel good. And the reason you don't feel good is because you don't trust the process. You don't believe that you're really going to lose weight, and you don't believe that you're going to stick to it. What's the point in sticking to a diet for a couple weeks and then eating your ass off and being fatter than you were in the first place? If that's your mindset, if you're fucking signing this contract with Disappearing Ink and you're like, well, I want to lose weight, but if it doesn't work in fucking 3 days, I'm going to eat my ass off, and you know that subconsciously, obviously you're not going to be motivated to stay on your diet. If you are motivated to stay on your diet, it's because you made the fucking decision. Come hell or high water, I'm going to get fucking ripped. I mean, like I said, I got the strongest up to the point. I got the strongest I ever was during lockdown. I went on the pure protein diet. I have to go to the different stores like every other day to buy chicken to get enough food to eat on the pure protein diet. I drove from Florida to Georgia, Florida to Central Florida, different places just to get a 5 or a 10 pound plate. I ordered shit online, like that was being stolen because people were stealing fitness equipment in transit, and I had to have it shipped a couple of times. I still got to the point where I got fucking lean as fuck on the pure protein diet, and still at the same time built myself up to warm-ups plus 5 sets of 5 reps with 500 pounds on the trap bar deadlift in a fucking 1-bedroom apartment that I shared with my girlfriend, 3 cats, and 2 dogs, because we have our own cats, we had our own dog, and we took on a foster dog, we took on a foster cat. So, I mean, the reason I did this is because I made the fucking decision come hell or high water, okay? There are no fucking plates, no weight plates anywhere in Florida. I will get in my car and drive 2.5 hours one way to Georgia to get a 5-pound weight plate, and then I'll drive 2.5 pounds back. I'm driving down and like around the town, and my girlfriend texts me. She's like, hey, fucking Academy Sporting Goods, they have 10-pound plates. I'm like, turned around, drove straight over there, bought myself 2 10-pound plates, put them together one at a time, and I got the fucking weight that I needed, and I hit my fucking goals. There was no fucking point where I'm like, well, I don't have a fucking 5-pound plate, so I'm gonna fucking drink beer and fucking eat goddamn potato chips all day and watch fucking Netflix during goddamn lockdown. I got fucking ripped, and I got fucking jacked and fucking strong as fuck in lockdown because there was no goddamn way in fuck that I was not gonna fucking accomplish my goals. I went in there knowing that I will fucking die before I fucking don't do this. Like, oh, well, fucking, I'm too lazy to drive somewhere to buy some weights, or I'm too fucking cheap to spend money on to order more weights, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spend all of my motherfucking money and all my time sucking down fucking cheap beer from the dollar store and motherfucking hoo-hoos and fluffy boo-boo cakes and shit like that and chips and fucking candy. Fuck that. If that's how much and how little you value your life, then you don't fucking deserve success. But like I said, the moment that I fucking made the decision, I'm gonna get the biggest, strongest, and leanest of my entire life, and I don't give a fuck if the world shut down, and I don't give a fuck if motherfuckers are hijacking fucking truckloads of fucking weight equipment and stealing this shit. It has to be shipped 2 or 3 times. I'm gonna fucking get what I need, and I'm gonna fucking do what it takes, and I'm gonna fucking starve myself, and I'm gonna build myself up, and I'm gonna fucking get what the fuck I wanted. I don't give a fuck, and there's nobody in this world that can fucking stop me. The moment I made that decision, I already was fucking deadlifting 500 pounds. I was already had a fucking 6-pack. And why is that? Because I fucking made the decision. I wasn't gonna allow shit to fucking stop me. So like I said, if you make a decision, you don't write in Disappearing Ink, you write in fucking permanent ink, I guarantee your ass that you already have what the fuck you want. It's just gonna be, they have to build the yacht and they have to fucking ship it to your ass. But the fucking moment you sign that contract, the moment you transfer the money, the moment you make a decision, it's fucking yours, okay? And that should go into every fucking area of your life. Don't ever fucking cheat on your diet. Don't ever fucking cheat on your workouts. Don't ever sabotage your business or something because you think it might not work out. Because what you're really saying is you didn't make a decision. Because once you make a decision, nothing can stop you. So just look forward to what's fucking you already have. Like I said, you fucking order a yacht. It takes 1.5 years to get to you. You can still sit down at a table with a bunch of yacht owners and they'll accept you as one of your own because you know that that shit's going to come, even if it might take a while. Because they all fucking went through it. Nobody orders a yacht and gets it that day. Nobody decides to get in shape and drops 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 150 pounds, builds 10 pounds of muscle over fucking night. Everybody fucking knows it takes time. But it starts the moment you make a decision, and when you make a decision, it's already yours. So if you can look somebody in the eyes and say, come hell or high water, I am going to fucking achieve this goddamn goal, they will accept you as one of your own. They'll be like, yep, you're one of us. I'll see you in 6 months. You're gonna be fucking ripped, tan, and jacked because you fucking made the decision. But you're already one of us, even if it takes a while to get the fucking result. Anyway, if you need fucking help getting the result of being in fucking better shape, building muscle, burning fat, getting strong, my workout program, my diet program, my group coaching, and my one-on-one coaching are down below. I am going to be offering mindset training, okay? How to plan your life, how to decide what you want, and how to come up with a plan and stay motivated and stay disciplined to get what the fuck you want. So if you have any questions about mindset training, any ideas about anything that you want to have incorporated into that program, just go ahead and comment down below or hit me up on Instagram, send me an email, whatever. Aside from that, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Make a fucking decision and stop fucking around, and I'll see you in the next video.